Welcome to the GotTrouble.org Elder Law section. This video looks at the topic of elder law and the valuable information, resources and services provided by the GotTrouble.org website. Here we will discuss the legal, financial and emotional needs of older adults and provide valuable guidance for the family and friends who care for them. There is a growing problem of elder abuse. Our articles cover the legal issues surrounding the emotional, physical and financial abuse of the elderly. We also provide valuable information on how to report elder abuse to protective services and the police and, if you're a family member, why you should consider consulting with an elder law attorney as soon as you suspect elder abuse. Reducing the risk of elder abuse and ensuring your loved one is safe and compassionately cared for requires selecting from highly rated assisted living facilities such as a board and care and nursing facility. You will also find informative articles on estate planning. For most people, this means having a lawyer prepare a will. The purpose of a will is to ensure that upon one's death, the estate, money, property, possessions and investments is left to the people and causes the deceased cared about most. You will also learn about how the deceased's estate is distributed under state law if your loved one dies without a will. The process is called intestate succession, which dictates to whom the decedent's estate shall be distributed. In most cases, the estate is distributed among the surviving spouse, children, parents, or siblings. Here you will learn about the problems that can arise should the older adult lose legal capacity. As people age, they slowly lose their mental capacity to care for themselves. It can be the natural result of an aging brain or from a disease such as Alzheimer's. In either case, mental incapacity makes the older person unable to make medical, financial and legal decisions on their own. Usually the family assumes the initial responsibility of making important decisions on behalf of their loved one. Usually, an elder lawyer is consulted and the available legal documents are reviewed. The lawyer will want to know whether the elder had signed testamentary documents such as a will and trust, power of attorney, healthcare directive, or what is called a living will. Finally, the lawyer will want to know whether the court should set up a conservatorship. Let's now turn to the difficult topic of when a spouse or family member must face the death of a loved one. Facing the death of a loved one is a painful and confusing time, as we are also forced to face our own mortality. The emotional processing of such a loss often requires the support of a grief therapist, psychologist, or trained spiritual or secular counsellor. While in this state, family members may also be called upon to plan and manage their loved one's funeral. For the family member taking on the primary responsibility of planning the funeral, the process can feel like a surreal experience. Part of the reason is that the person arranging the funeral is usually a family member and is likely in an emotionally vulnerable state when selecting a funeral home and the products and services they offer. Say nothing of the unfamiliar and confusing terminology they use to describe their products and services. We include articles covering consumers' legal rights when selecting a funeral home and devote a whole legal advice section to explaining the funeral process, including a complete glossary of hard-to-understand funeral terms and what they mean. Let's now turn to GotTrouble's network of helpful services and resources. In our Helpful Services section, we provide families with helpful links to local services and products that help older adults remain active, engaged, and safe. It begins with access to valuable articles on public health and government programs for the elderly, including Social Security and retirement benefits. The following are helpful services for older adults and online access to related products and services, such as elder abuse lawyers, estate planning lawyers, assisted living finders, discount pharmacies and medical equipment supply, safety monitoring products, funeral homes, burial services, grief counselling services, For more information on elder law and caring for a parent or older adult, you can visit gottrouble.org. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.